I have been doubted many times by the people that I love. And it's natural because they can be protecting me, looking out for me, or it could also just be a projection of their own insecurities, who knows. I have two stories to share with you. First is with my fitness journey, and the second is with my career. This will all make sense, so stay put. I was that girl that was constantly trying to find the next diet, the next workout, losing the weight and gaining it back, and everyone around me has seen this. I've always been like, hey, I'm trying this new diet, I'm doing this new workout, I joined this new class, but I could never stick to it. Naturally, the people around me will doubt me. They'll say something within the lines of, oh, just give it a month. Here she is again with her fitness goals. Oh, it's a new diet. I'm not mad about it. At that time I was, but now thinking about it in hindsight, I can't be mad about it because people would only believe in what you've proven to them. So I was the girl who was inconsistent until I decided to go all in on it. When I was at my lowest point, I was 30 pounds overweight. None of my clothes would fit me anymore. I just felt uncomfortable. Like with everything that I do, I felt tired all the time. I didn't have the energy. I was just tired of carrying this heavy suit. So I decided, you know what, fuck it, let's go all in. I hired a coach. Sure enough, 12 months later, I completely transformed my physique. And this is when the people that doubted me started to believe in me. A lot of us are holding ourselves back from taking action because you're like, oh, my boyfriend doesn't support me, my parents are doubting me, my friends are questioning me, but they are only gonna believe what you've proven to them. So it's your responsibility to start putting in the action so you can prove them differently. Create the evidence. This is when I found my passion for fitness, my love for helping people. I started coaching my family and my friends, and I started learning more. And this is where we're gonna transition with my career path. As I was working on my fitness and my health, I was supposed to go into nursing. Big shocker, your girl's Filipino. Everyone in her family is nurses, doctors, whatever, engineers. They've always wanted me to walk the path that they've already laid. It was just not for me. I just felt like I didn't fit well in the industry. Girl, I even passed out just seeing someone draw blood. What makes you think I'll be a perfect nurse? I feel like that was my wake-up call, actually. I decided that I'm gonna transition to kinesiology or exercise science, to fitness and health. And I did that in college. And I remember halfway through it, that's when COVID happened. And this is when I decided I'm gonna start building my online fitness coaching business. And I remember back then telling my family like, hey, I'm starting this business. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm super excited about it. I'm so passionate about it. They can just feel how excited I was. But of course, being as parents, their responsibility is to make sure that their baby doesn't get hurt or is safe or secure. So naturally, my mom told me, I think it's actually a pretty good part of the plot. My mom told me, you should finish your degree in nursing first. Then you can start building your business, just in case if your business fails, you have a plan B, you have a safety net. And to me, kid you not, in my head, I didn't tell my mom this, she's probably gonna watch this and say some shit. In my head, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Because if I gave myself a plan B to Z, all these different options, then I'm not gonna take plan A seriously. If I only went in with plan A saying that this is the only plan and there's no other way out, like my back's against the wall, burn the boat situation, I'm gonna make it fucking work. So that's what I did. Fast forward 6 months later, having like a roster for myself to having coaches underneath me. 6 months to a year to 2 years, like the business just constantly grew and we expanded to coaching over 500 women, which is wild just to think about it. It's a lot of people. And I started talking to my mom again, giving her updates on like how I'm doing, this is my plan, this is what's going on. She was actually very proud. She was proud of me for, you know, the woman I've become. And it took a lot in me to get to that point, despite not having, you know, the people closest to me to support me. With these two stories combined, I realized that waiting for people to believe in me is just a waste of time because I need to start believing in myself first. And putting myself through that helped me learn a lot of lessons. One of them is that people don't hate you because they don't support you. They just can't see what you see. That is your vision. That is something that God has bestowed upon you, so you can't blame others to not believe in it. It can also be people's projections. Whoever is doubting you, whoever is questioning you, whoever is talking you down into not going after the shit that you want, could be struggling with the insecurity that they let go of the dreams that they've had in the past and now they see you going after it. If they gave up their dreams, they're assuming that you will too. They will doubt you because they've never done it themselves. So now you're probably thinking, where do I start? What do I do? Here are some actionable steps that you take. Number one is to find your why and make it unshakable. Really take your time to figure out, like, why is this goal important to you? If you haven't taken the time to reflect, sit with it, and go deeper than the surface reason, it's gonna be hard for you to keep going. Good example for me, I talked about my weight earlier. I did not just want to lose the weight because I just want to fit into, a size 2 jeans. I wanted to lose the weight because I wanted to feel good in my own body. My family is prone to diabetes. A lot of my relatives are overweight, obese, struggling with a lot of health complications, and I didn't want to fall into the same path. I want to break that cycle. Like, that's a deep reason why that every single morning where it's fucking cold, I don't feel like getting out of bed, I get snapped back into reality that if I chose to stay in bed, if I chose to skip the gym today, if I chose to lean into what's comfortable and go through the drive-thru, I am doing my kids, my grandkids, and generations after a disservice. It is my job and my responsibility right now to change that. That's a deep reason why. Is this really your goal? Is this your vision? Is this your true desire in your heart? Or is it, your friends' goals, your family, your parents, your boyfriend? Is this what they want for you? Because along the way, if you're someone who's never set a goal for yourself and achieved it for yourself, you can get easily influenced by others on what you should have in your life and what you should do. But if you quiet down the noise, you start to hear your own voice and really understand what's true to you and what you want. So find that why and make it unshakable. Number 2 is to build a support system. Now you're probably thinking, like, how am I supposed to build a support system when no one supports me? I used to think I needed my family and friends to support me. Turns out I just need to find the right people. Join a community. This is simple, like literally go to a Pilates, a hot yoga class, where are all the girlies hanging out? Not in the club. The right places. And I know it's intimidating, trust me. I came from California, moved to Dallas with no friends, but I just put myself in the right spaces, and now everyone that I hang out with, we have the same hobbies, we have the same interests. One of my best friends, Trish, I met her at the gym. Now we go to hot Pilates, hot yoga together. We even go to church together. So really putting yourself in the right spaces is what's gonna help you meet the right people. Or finding mentors. If you are a business owner, content creator, whatever it is that you do, and you want to find mentors to teach you the ways, I'm 1,000% sure they have a community of people that are interested in the same things. Like, I met all of my best friends from Canada through a mentorship group in fitness coaching businesses. This is how you create a good support system and surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Another tip I can share with you is using doubt as fuel. Every single time someone doubted me, I've always wanted to prove them wrong. Good example. I told my mentor, my business mentor at the time, I want to have an app that could help thousands of women. That was my goal. Back then, I only had 36,000 followers on Instagram, probably had like 100K followers on TikTok, okay? He straight up told me, this is gonna be hard for me to say. I'm always gonna support anyone that I mentor with whatever goal they have, but this is gonna take 5 years. You can't build an app with thousands of women in it when you don't have an audience to cater it to. Low-key, that pissed me off because I don't like when people doubt me and my dreams and my vision. I was like, okay, I'll take that, whatever. I mean, I guess. Left that fucking meeting, went home, and started strategizing, like, how do I actually build this platform? Sure enough, 5 months later of just being consistent, I went from 36 to 63K to 1 million followers. How did we do that? Use doubt as fuel. And now I have an app. Isn't that fucking crazy? Let this be your sign to actually use the doubt that people place on you as your fuel to actually show up better so you can get the goal that you want. And remember this, doubt isn't a reason to quit. It's just proof that you're doing something different. And lastly, stop expecting validation from others. I used to share every single goal that I have with the people that I'm close with, expecting them to hype me up. But not everyone deserves a front row seat to your journey. For years of me working on my fitness journey, building my business, I was heavy on protecting my own energy. that I started repelling people that was not interested in the path that I was getting into. And I started attracting like-minded people, people that are like, fuck yeah, let's do this. What's next? When you're constantly seeking approval from people that don't understand your vision, it's just literally like talking to the wall, expecting for it to talk back. Do yourself a favor and only share your wins with the people that get it. And when you apply these steps in your life, I promise you, it's gonna be easier for you to actually achieve everything you want, even when you don't have the fan base to support it. Let success speak for itself. Remember that God wouldn't put that dream on you if you weren't meant to chase it. Every single day is an opportunity for you to either support the doubters, support the people that place those limitations on you, or support that little dreamer in you. And that's it. I hope this video was valuable. I hope it helped you realize your fucking potential, and I want you to go chase after it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below, and I will see you guys in the next video.